After four big movies in the Nightmare on Elm Street series, the razor-clawed Freddy Krueger was a big horror icon. And after the fourth film, The Dream Master, came out 35 years ago, the man of your dreams got his own TV show, and I'm going to talk about it. So in this TV log, I am going to be talking about A Nightmare on Elm Street, the series, Freddy's Nightmares. You're in my world now. This is a Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews TV log. Greetings, my fellow YouTubers. Welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Doyle, better known to as the Big D. Back again with another TV log. This time it's going to be on a real shockingly killer but underrated and sort of forgotten TV series. It's been 35 years since this here legendary movie slasher got to be in his own TV show. That's right. I'm talking about none other than the razor-clawed slasher man of your dreams that becomes nightmares. Freddy Krueger. Yes. And I'm about to be talking about this show he had. And it's really a real fright fest. So here it is. I bring to you Freddy's Nightmares, A Nightmare on Elm Street, the series. Freddy's Nightmares, or Nightmare on Elm Street, the series, Freddy's Nightmares, was a television series that blended in horror, thriller, suspense, and I don't know what have you. It originally premiered in syndication in September of 1988 and featured Robert Englund once again playing Freddy Krueger just like he did in the movies. The show was originally produced by Lorimar Patel Pictures for its first season, and then Warner Brothers the second season. Freddy's Nightmares was a horror anthology series similar to what other shows that had done, like The Twilight Zone, well, which sort of had that, or Alfred Hitchcock Presents, or even The Hour Limits, even though that was mostly on sci-fi, and the more recent Friday the 13th series, which premiered a year before that. Oh, wait a minute, I made a mistake. It didn't. Then. Oh, okay, I just made an error. I thought it premiered last month, so I apologize. I'm actually celebrating the anniversary early. It premiered in October of 1988, not September, so apologies. I'll let this error slide, so forgive me, everyone. Now, Laura Martell Pictures and distributed the first season, and Warner Bros. Did the distribution for the second season after acquiring the latter. Along with New Line Television, who, of course, New Line Cinema released the film series. And along with Stone Television. Now, due to the murderous basis of Freddy Krueger, New Line Cinema opted not to develop a television series with a regular batch of characters to mix it up with Krueger on a continuous basis, deeming it futile since he would inevitably kill most of them and there would be no one left. Instead, the producers created an anthology series employing a new crop of actors to be used for each episode. Each episode tells a different story of a dark-rooted and or grim nature that takes place in the fictitious town of Springwood, Ohio, and in particular on Elm Street, the same setting as the franchise. The film franchise is. Though Krueger occasionally plays a part in the plot, most of the stories do not involve him. It is, however, often hinted that Krueger indirectly influenced the desolate nature of the plot lines. Similar to the Crypt Keeper in Tales from the Crypt, which would come out the next year, Krueger's primary function is to host the series. He is featured in regular bumper segments where he offers an ominous or slapstick reaction to the happenings of the episode, culminating in him giving a quick and usually eerie epilogue at the end. One element that made the series unique is its two-tier story approach. Most of the episodes feature two different stories that each take up the first and second halves. Every second story, however, usually built on a character who played a minor or supporting role in the first. Several episodes throughout the second season form mini arcs, with the events of one episode being followed up and or referenced in a later episode. Examples of this include the episode Interior Loft, which was given a direct sequel, Interior Loft Layer, and Lucky Stiff, which was followed up with Easy Come, Easy Go. Torrance High School was used as the filming locations for Springwood High School, predating its use in later horror series, most notably Buffy the Vampire Slayer. However, after a total of 44 episodes produced and aired for the two seasons, 22 episodes aired per season, the show ended in March of 1990, but continued in reruns. Now, the show did get released on video cassette a year later from Warner Home Video with five five different episodes. No More Mr. Nice Guy, Lucky Stiff, It's My Party, and You'll Die If I Want You To, Dreams That Kill, and Freddy's Tricks and Treats. 8 videotapes were released in the UK. Originally in 89 as rental only tapes, and then again in 93 to sell through the market. The same thing went with Germany, except theirs had 2 episodes. Now, in 2003, Volume 1, featuring the first 3 episodes, were released on Region 2 DVD in Ireland and the UK. Volume 2 and 3 was also planned to be released later, but Warner canceled the releases due to poor sales. In 2011, a Blu-ray collection of the original 7 Nightmare on Elm Street films was released, and the set included a DVD with special features, which included 2 episodes of the show, which were It's a Miserable Life and Killer Instinct. In 2022, all episodes translated into German were published in Germany by Pedax. Now, even after this, the show never got to be seen again until later on. In 2006, AOL teamed up with Warner Bros. To bring the show to their now defunct Into TV broadband service. And then NBC Universal's Horror and Suspense themed channel Chiller previously aired the show with marathons once a month. Season 1 and 2 were shown one right after another with commercial breaks, but the channel ended the run in March of 2011. It's also been re-aired in the UK and Sweden. More recently, it got shown on El Rey Network, and also last year the show got to be available to stream on Screenbox and Tubi, which is where I actually got to watch the show for the first time. I've seen all 44 episodes. I thought they were pretty good and what have you. I mean, well, they may not have that great feel like the actual Nightmare on Elm Street series had, but still, I still enjoyed it for what it had to offer. Now, the genesis of the series and its impact were later revisited in the documentary Never Sleep Again, The Elm Street Legacy in 2010, which features interviews with a number of the show's writers, directors, and other parties involved, like original Elm Street director Wes Craven and New Line producer Bob Shaye. And the Blu-ray release of this included outtakes from the series as well as footage that was deleted due to it being too graphic for television. Now then. Now, the first episode of the series actually was No More Mr. Nice Guy, and it involved Freddy Krueger being involved after he was caught and what have you. But then soon he was released on a technicality, and then the parents of Springwood came for him, burying him alive. Anyway, and then there'd be other episodes to follow. The episode that followed it was It's a Miserable Life, which starred Laura Park Lincoln, who actually before this was Tina in Friday the 13th Part 7, The New Blood. Other episodes fall that include appearances from Lori Pay, Mariska Hargitay. Let's see. There was even George Lazenby. And even, are you ready for this? A young Brad Pitt. Yeah, you heard me correctly. Jeff Conway, you may remember him from Grease, Kinnicky. He was in an episode. Trying to find some others if I can find any. If I can't find more well-known stars, well, no, there isn't. Okay, but that's all the big star names you can see in this series. So anyway, well, I don't think Tubi doesn't have the episodes anymore, but Screambox might have them. And if so, then you should check them out. But again, I might be wrong. But anyway, Freddy's Nightmares, I thought it wasn't too bad. Maybe not one of the greats, but it's still a pretty good show. If you've never seen it, then I would recommend it. It may not have much of Freddy in it, but overall, it's still pretty good. When I watched it on Tubi, they actually sometimes had the commercial bumpers for the series on there as well, which I thought that was awesome. Anyway, I think this was really a pretty good anthology show. And if this hadn't come on, we could have gotten shows like Tales from the Crypt and stuff like that. But anyway, Freddy's Nightmares, I think it was not too bad. Kind of a little underrated though. Not much talk goes on about this, but that's going to change thanks to me. So if you happen to encounter Freddy's Nightmares on a streaming service somewhere, then check it out. And that's going to do it for this vid. What did you think of Freddy's Nightmares? Have you ever seen the show? If you have, let me know what you thought about in the comment section below. If you liked the video, consider clicking the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. And stay tuned for my Saturday morning TV log on the Buford Files and the Galloping Ghost coming up tomorrow morning. So if you enjoyed this, consider checking out these other nightmare-themed events. In the upper left-hand corner is my original review for Nightmare on Elm Street, the 1984 classic itself, which I'm going to think of re-reviewing the series next year, maybe. We'll see. Or go to the upper right-hand corner and see my re-review of Freddy vs. Jason. Or if you'd like another anthology series, go to the bottom left-hand corner and see my TV log on Tales from the Crypt. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thank you for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.